He caught it.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave him to him.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 slot. And it's sent back by Irving. And he gets it back. Livingston, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Offensive rebound. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Thompson's got the first basket of the second quarter for Cleveland. Warriors trail by 11. Curry kicks to Green. Wide open. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The screen from Thompson. Outside jumper. It's a pick by Love. Top of the key. They grab their own miss. Thompson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And that one's good. Shumpert. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. Great D that time from Love. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team. And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Irving kicks to Love. They set the screen. He feeds it to Shumpert. Love with the screen for Shumpert. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Smith, the pass to Irving, and Thompson sends it back, and he recovers it. They retain possession.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Thompson against Smith. Thompson misses. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is back down now to just 12 points with the basket from Green. Now the dish to Love. Shoots from 14. Can't hit. The Warriors go the other way.
High quality shot just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Barnes dishes to Bogut. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron, he's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Well, going back to Bogut, when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Fires for 3. Green missing again. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And stolen by Barnes. Curry kicks to Green. Off target at the rim.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 6 points for LeBron.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Kicks it to Mozgov. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the...
And so we conclude the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. There was no slowing down Kevin Love early on. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Green. He has 14 points and 2 rejections. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Smith against Thompson. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Thompson. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable. Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. 3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. But they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Smith left side. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The feed to Love. From deep. Again, Love missing. The Warriors have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Green, no luck. Cleveland leading by 22. Smith the pass to Irving. Kicks it out to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, there you go. If they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
That's a 2 from Barnes. That one a little long.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care.